Alright, we're doing Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd. And this riff, this beginning guitar riff, has just 3 chords to it. Really, I guess you could call it, say, 4 chords, but you're just going to finger a chord position on the, or chord on the left hand, and then just pick the different notes to make the chord, and to make the riff. But the first one you're going to have, let me play a little bit of it for you first. Okay, let's start off with that. That was just 2 chords. Okay, we're going to start off with an open A, and A, of course, is the second string down from the ceiling, 1, 2. And we're going to do it open. I'm just going to pick it down like that, and then I'm going to do a second fret on that A string. So second fret here, and I need to use my middle finger, and there's a good reason for that. But go ahead and use your middle finger for that second fret, and that's the second note. So first you do open, and then you do a second fret, and the next thing you do is third fret. But when you do that third fret, we need to get these other fingers in position for a C chord. Now, if you don't know what a C chord is, this is how you finger it. You have this ring finger on the third fret on the A string, like we were just talking about. Then you're going to take the middle finger, put it on the second fret of the next string down towards the ground, which is the D string. Okay, so that string right there is the D string, second fret. All right, so third fret A, second fret D string. We're going to skip the G string, which is the next string down towards the ceiling. So leave that one alone, and then we're going to have first fret with the pointer finger on the B string here, and then the high E will be open. We won't even use it. Okay, so we have third fret, second fret, open on the G, and then first fret on the B. And you want to test the strings, make sure you got them. Okay, now first we're going to do that open like we said, open, and then second fret, and then when we do that third fret, let's get our other fingers in position quickly, and then we can start this. We're going to pick the A string. After you have this this C chord fingered, pick the A string, and then pick the G string, and then the D, and then the A, and then the B string, then the G, then the D, then the G. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 notes, 10 picks here. So we go open, 2, you get your finger in position for the C chord. Let me do that again, the first 10 notes here. You want to let the strings ring, okay? So this is what you have. Let me do it really slow one more time. Okay, that's the first chord you have, is that C chord. Now here's the next one. It's a G chord, but you don't have to finger an entire G chord like this. If you know what a G chord is, you don't have to do that. You just need this bottom part. You need the low E string on the third fret here. I'm going to use my ring finger because it's easiest. It's from that to transition from that C chord. Then on the A string, I'm going to have second fret with my pointer finger like that, and that's all I need. I don't need to finger anything else on the left hand. And this is what I'm going to do with a pick. I'm using these 2 strings, with my left-hand fingers, but I'm also going to have an open D and an open G, so make sure you don't touch those strings by accident and mute them. And we're going to have low E first, and then we're going to go up to the D string, then the A, then the low E, then the G, then the D, then the A, and then the D. And so we have, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes, okay? So if I start off from the very beginning, I have, and then the G chord. There you go. Alright, so we have a C chord and then a G chord. Now I'm going to finger an A minor chord, okay? If you don't know what an A minor chord is, let me show you. You're going to have second fret on the D, and you're also going to have second fret on the G string right here, okay? So the D string and the G string both have second fret with the middle finger and the ring finger. Then I'm going to take my pointer finger and put it on the B string on fret 1 here, all right? And then I want it to sound like this. And then the next chord will be, and and then it starts all over, okay? And I'll play the whole thing for you in a minute with all the chords together, but after you're fingering that A minor chord, this is what you're going to pick. Open A, and then the G string, then the D, and then the A, and then the B string, then the G, then the D, and then the G. So eight notes there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now, after that, we're going to just add one note to that, and then we're going to have an A minor 7 chord. And what I'm going to do is keep that A minor chord that I have, but I'm going to take my pinky and put it down on the high E on the 3rd fret. Okay? Now, and then to finger that, or to pick that, we're going to do the A string. Let's see. Something happened to my volume here. There we go. All right. A string, and then B string, and then G, and then D, and then that pinky that's on the high E, and then the B string, and that's it. Now that's only 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because then we're going to start over at the very beginning of the riff. So let me do that again for you. I'm sorry. Alright. And again, that's A string, B string, G, D string, high E, B string, and you're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, let's go through all of the chords here, because I want to make sure you really get it. We start off with the C chord. We're going to go open. Well, let me play it all the way through slowly so you can hear it. I'm going to come down here to pick now because it's a little more difficult for me to do it there. So. See how I started over after I did that last A minor 7 chord? So now we have some time here to go through it again just in case you haven't got it or you're a little confused. We're going to go open, then a 2, and then a 3 on the A, fingering the C chord, and then G string, D string, A string, B string, G, D, G. Alright, that's the first 10 notes. Now we're going to finger the G chord here. 3 on the low E, 2 on the A. Low E, D, A, low E, G, D, A string, D string. Okay? And then I'm going to finger the A minor chord. A string, G string, D string, A string, B, G, D, G. Now I'll put my pinky down and I finger the last one. A string, B string, G string, D string, high E, B string, and that's it. Then I start over. So I have, let me try to pick it up here so you can see everything. G chord, A minor, A minor 7, then I go right back into that. Okay, that last one only has 6 notes because we're going to use the 2 pickup notes from the beginning to make 7 and 8, because music tends to be in 4s and 8s.